Welcome to the CFG Gamecast, episode number 62, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode on Saturdays and release it on podcast services like Apple and Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, and Podbean. So show us some love, give us a follow, a like, a comment, what have you, to any of our podcast services. That goes a really long way. Or you can go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today are my two awesome co-hosts. I got Lex in the second seat. What is going on, Lex? How are you doing?
Good. I've had a fun, eventful week. We played games. We had a spoopy week again, and then Thursday we ended it with some Fall Guys. It was delightful. It was a blast. Went to the doctor. Didn't hear any bad news this week, so that was good.
That's good.
But it's not like he touched me or anything, so he don't even know.
Jesus.
He didn't look at anything.
That's so
like,
dark.
You're here. I was like, yep. Refills. He's like, got it. So yeah, it was a good week. Like, yeah, I can't be mad. I'm technically a parent now of my 3 goddaughters, so that was exciting.
Oh, that's nice. Congratulations on that.
I'm an official guardian. So my bestie is no longer a single parent. I'm a technical parent. And we also, this weekend, we decided that we've all kind of quarantined enough without possibly...
Those are the 3 that got COVID, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've known their mom since 6th grade. We've been best friends forever.
Oh, man.
Dated at one point. That's a long story. But yeah, she's had my 3 goddaughters, and they've always been a part of my life. And it just kind of made sense, if something happens and I need to be in a room with one of the kids while she goes and does something else. It just made sense. Yeah, just in case, to have that other parental figure around. And, I do parent them already. So just, but yeah, they're here this weekend. Harley was over yesterday for a few hours. She can't spend the night because she's still not feeling good. And then Jersey spent the night last night. So if you hear a 12-year-old stomp past, that would be her.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. That's good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Well, that's awesome. Good. Well, nice eventful week. What about, also, we got the 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. What is going on, my dude?
Chilling, my friend. Like I said, it's been a busy couple of weeks for me. I am literally still in the middle of a fantasy draft as we record this episode. I totally didn't even realize that there was a draft until the draft started and somebody said, "Hey, where you at, man?" I was just like, "What are you talking about?" So that's been going on for like 3-4 hours now. Other than that, over at LAN parties, we interviewed Sandra Sad, who's playing voice actress, playing Kamala Harris, geez. Kamala Harris. I knew I was going to do it at some point. I knew it was going to happen at some point. Kamala Khan. I'm sorry. I'm totally trying to sneak in some politics.
What just happened?
Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan. Miss Marvel is who Sandra Sad is playing. She is not playing Kamala Harris.
Please, someone please clip that. That's nice. That's a nice clip right there. Kamala Harris. She's a possible vice president by day, and then by night she's a superhero for Marvel Comics. Very nice.
So that was an awesome conversation with her. She was super fun just to talk with. She's so passionate about acting and life in general. She's also she creates, she's a musician as well. So that was a really great episode. We actually recorded and we're not supposed to say it, but we'll exclusively say it here. We also spoke with Travis Willingham and did an interview with him. That's going to be coming next week, next Wednesday. Yeah, dude. That was a shit ton of fun as well. Yeah. So we are making the Marvel rounds, basically. We have almost gotten everybody except for Troy Baker. Troy, if you're listening, come on, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy.
Oh, was Nolan North a part of that too?
Absolutely. We talked. Yeah, that's where it all kind of kicked off as far as with that.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome, dude.
So that's
the whole cast.
Yeah, so that's been a lot of fun doing that and stuff like that. Otherwise, game-wise, last night we streamed Fall Guys. That game is just a lot of fun to play. It's mindless fun. I enjoyed it. You're able to play with other people. I hopefully, and I think this will happen with them. They'll end up building out like private, you can do private lobbies. You can have bigger parties and stuff like that. So I think this game has a lot of potential, especially within the streaming world, a game for community members to be able to play. I think this is way more successful than they even realized it was going to be. And it's really fun to see a game come out, and they have so much fun with it too, on the socials and stuff like that. So
they're having the time of their lives on the social. I was actually
I'm
surprised
loving it, dude. I love seeing something like this. This is a great story.
And that music slaps.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Like, I wish you could have more people in your lobby, though. Don't laugh at me, Davis. Rude.
No, it's like what Sweetie said with Kamala Harris.
I
knew it was going to happen at some point in time, dude. I've been trying so hard not to say it, but...
I have a question to ask you about her later.
Yeah,
both of you. No, later about Kamala Harris. It's fine.
No. Okay.
I don't want to get political. Ever.
Yeah. What about yourself, Davis? What have you been getting into, my friend? I know that you got that Animal Crossing stream. I didn't get a cat. What were you like live for like 5 minutes? Like, what was that, dude?
You're calling me out on that already? Man, it's like at the beginning of the stream.
Wait, so you did it, but then you didn't do it? Question.
No. Okay, so what happened? What happened was this, and then this I was going to say, I was going to bring this up already. So I was going to do the Animal Crossing stream. I was all set. And I was like, I had everything all set up to get to start up my Animal Crossing episode for the stream for Kohaku Moon. Problem was, for some reason, my capture card again was on the fritz, and it wasn't capturing the video. It wasn't capturing anything. So so I was working on it for hours trying to get it back up, and I was like, I couldn't get it back up. So technically, I lost my ability to stream on consoles. So I ended up deciding, you know what? Let me just see. Okay, I've replaced the card. I've replaced the cables and stuff, and I'm getting the same thing. So obviously it's something else. Then I realized I didn't replace the switch box, my HDMI switch box. So I said, okay, let me replace the switch box with something different and see if it works. And after I did it, it works. So I will be doing the Animal Crossing stream next week on Thursday, actually.
Smitty, did you just hear a bunch of excuses? Because that's what I heard.
That's all I heard. That's all I was like. That was a long ass explanation for saying I didn't do what I said I was gonna do.
I apologize.
Hey, I tried.
You need to look up, and I need to look down again because I was looking down at your cube the wrong way. Smitty, did you just hear a bunch of excuses? Because that's what I heard.
That is all I heard. That is all I heard. Absolutely, absolutely.
Whatever. You know what? Whatever. This is what happens. It is what it is. I'm going to definitely come back. I'll come back next week. I'm going to start my regimen because remember I told you last week I was going to try to start my streaming regimen. Couldn't do it, and because of it, but I got to do it. I pushed it for this week. I'm going to be going more serious on streaming again, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, well, I'm going to do the Animal Crossing on request from Kohaku Moon on this Thursday for it. So. Excellent. Sorry, I know. Yeah, let's see where it's gonna go. It's gonna be midday too, which is gonna be great. So it's not gonna be night stream. So looking forward to that. But I need to know what other game I need to play. I'm really aiming for Star Wars though, because I have not played Fallen.
Yeah, that's a good play, dude. You already beat that.
Say what?
Oh,
I haven't beaten it. Beat what?
Oh, you didn't beat Luigi's Mansion?
Oh yeah, I beat Luigi's Mansion.
Oh.
I did beat Luigi.
Hey, he beat that a long time ago.
No, I beat it last month or so.
Oh,
what? It's a great game. It's a great game, though. I definitely will say that.
He got me kind of hyped about it, even though I've never played any of them.
That was actually my first one I played. I didn't play the other two. Yeah, I didn't play
1 and 2, and my Switch was like, you can only play 3. I was like, that's
because the Switch, the GameCube was the one that did 1. Then they put 2 on the handheld on GBA. Or 3DS, I mean, and then they made 3 on the Switch. So they've been on different consoles, which is really annoying. So yeah, but no, it was great. It was definitely a good game. So anyways, but Anyways, let's get back into it. I know y'all don't want to be boring with my excuses on why I'm not streaming. So let's go with the normal rigmarole, how we normally do it. Each of us choose a new topic or discussion within video games from the previous week. The topic would or could be about a specific game or something that happened in the gaming industry itself. And we don't want to just talk about it amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners that are on Twitch, to be a part of the conversation. So if you have something that you're wanting to add in on what we're talking about, by all means, type it in the chat. We will post it. We'll add it into our conversations, and it's actually it's very, very interesting and fun when people do that. So let's start it off. Lex, why don't you start it off with us? So what are you bringing to the table?
Well, do I have something interesting? Earlier this week, I saw an article come out, and I saw it through E3. The article was not written by E3. It was actually written by Parade Magazine. Miss Pager wrote it in particular. And I saw the title and I saw the tweet and I thought, I'm sorry, what? E3 posted it and basically asked, did your favorite game make it? And I thought we were done with games for girls, games for boys. We all mix and match. It doesn't matter your gender. You can like anything. But the key thing that irked me, she said free. Most of these games aren't free. I took so many notes on this. Most of the games aren't free, one. And two, there's just an air about it. Specifically, a good place to start would be She Names Bejeweled Classic. People love Bejeweled. I like it. It's mindless fun. But the commentary was, because diamonds are a girl's best friend. Am I right, ladies?
That was a little condescending. how that sounds like, wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, but you're making a list of games that women particularly like to play. You're stating that you surveyed developers, programmers, and everyday players to bring you the list of 25 free online games. Sudoku, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Candy Crush, Animal Crossing. I'm sorry, Animal Crossing is free. Please give me my $60 back. Sims 4. The Kim Kardashian Hollywood Adventure, because I love that game. Bejeweled, Overwatch, and I quote, because it has female heroes that women can identify to in a fantasy world.
What's number one? I just want to know what number one is.
Sudoku.
Sudoku's number one?
Number one.
What?
Yeah.
Man.
And Harry Potter Wizards Unite is number 4. Animal Crossing number 5. Overwatch number 6. 7 is Solitaire.
Overwatch isn't free either.
Right.
Yeah, Overwatch is not free.
Right.
And
Sims 4, not free. Stardew Valley, not free. Spelunky, pretty sure that's not free. Bejeweled, that's not free either. Bang Dream Girls Band Party, Casino World, Star Chef, Tiny Wings. So if I'm reading this article right, we like to cook, dance, and sing, pretend we're Kim Kardashian with babies, and look at diamonds. And what are you trying to get at here? And that's the whole point.
I love that.
I think there was a lot of people mad, and Meg Turney straight up said, "Whomst the bleep wrote this?" And then later said, looking at her Twitter 2 days ago, before the article had come out, you asked female gamers their thoughts on what games they like, and you got no replies. So clearly you did your due diligence. And I think that's what irritates me. The article is poorly written. You're a journalist. What are you doing? 2, it shouldn't have been you could have named it anything. 25 games to help you get through quarantine. 25 games to play with friends. They're not free, first off, so that was incorrect. You didn't do your due diligence because you would know that most of these games are not free. It's just Dance 2020. It's not free, but it is on sale. Disney, The Game Life, Ruffle 2. That was free. It's not anymore. Love Letter, Tetris. I mean, you gave me 5 games that are free, maybe.
But here's the one thing I'm really more annoyed about for all of this is like, yeah, I mean, obviously this list is BS. I mean, there's no there's no credibility. There's no credibility on it. It
Right.
just seems like they kind of just decided to say, "Oh, random clickbait. Let's just throw in random games that we just assume what women would like to play." Fine. You know what?
Yeah.
You did a dick job. You should definitely reap the benefits. Definitely get called out on it. What I don't like is the fact that E3 retweeted something like this, and it's like that's kind of like a giant staple of media for video game media. That's kind of like if GDC, E3, or like PAX and stuff acknowledges this kind of stuff and kind of condone and saying, hey, you got to read this person's article about like the best games women like to play, and then this is the crap that they're thinking. Now that reflects badly on you as the brand too. So
Right.
so the real question I have is like how the hell did E3 even look at this? Did any of these these big groups and stuff like that to kind of say, I mean, it's just a matter of a click. I mean, it's not like you're doing your investigation on like, oh, is this thing legit and stuff, you know? I mean,
Right.
like what the heck happened? Like
Well,
were they just lazy enough to just say, okay, this is gaming related. Let's just retweet and make our 400,000 people follow all of this.
right. Well, and my only thought, and that's what I thought too. I was like, when you first click on the article, it shows Nicole Pager wrote this, and it shows a picture of her. She's a female journalist. She does this, 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 and this. I think what happened, they clicked on it, they read her credentials, they scrolled through and saw a bunch of games listed and said, okay, I don't think they read it because they would have immediately seen the 25 free online games. No. But also, the whole, it doesn't matter that a female wrote the article.
Yeah,
It's just very sexist, and
it's incredibly.
what makes me mad is it came from a female, and it's still that sexist. Like,
Mm.
what age are we in at this point?
What real quick,
Yeah,
what kind of magazine is Parade?
Parade is kind of they're like an entertainment, food and drink, health now kind of magazine. So I wouldn't say that they're like, they do a little bit of like entertainment, pop culture, food, drink, wellness, life kind of magazine. It's like a wellness magazine. So it's not like, a beauty magazine, but there might be a little bit in there because it's for your everyday woman. I would assume is who they're trying to market this to. Like a woman in her 30s who has a job and
Mhm.
maybe has a kid in her own home kind of thing. Is what their stuff feels like. Because some of it just seems a little dated with how they word things with, here's games you can play with friends during quarantine. And the wording is a little dated. So, it, I don't know why E3 is reposting them as it is. I think they
Mhm.
saw gaming, women, great. Here you go.
Oh, still not good enough for them. I mean,
Right.
it's still not an excuse for them
Here-
at all.
Oh, absolutely.
And here's my thing about this too is that, I mean, clearly and with that magazine's demographic is probably geared towards women. What this really boils down to is lazy ass journalism. Clearly this person, not only that, but working in a newsroom and stuff like that, it's not just, hey, I'm gonna write this and this doesn't go in front of anybody else. This has to go in front of somebody else, and clearly they don't understand what they were getting themselves into. I see what they were trying to go for as far as with this, but the inaccuracies as far as they're putting games, they say free games. Those games aren't free. So that right there is inaccurate. You got to be a little more specific. Why not? Hey, games geared or mobile games, free mobile games that women might enjoy or that I enjoy. Because again, why would you go? Pro gamers don't play mobile games for the most part, right? There's that scene and stuff like that, but why would you even? That's not even the people that like the whole direction as far as with this. I felt like they try to take some broad topics and mash them into something and being like, hey, women, video games, we're all for it. This was completely misguided. And then whatchamacallit didn't do their due diligence. They go and retweet some bullshit. And here we are sitting there, and they're sitting there looking like fools with their pants on the ground.
Well,
Okay, but here's what I kind of think though. This is what I think. This is where I'm not gonna give them benefits of the doubt, but here's what is a possibility that I think that they did on this, and I feel like what if it's possible that since this is an article that's on Parade magazine, they're not known for gaming. They're not known for like, the whole internal world of gaming itself, but more like, a piece of it. So the person that wrote this article may not even it's probably not a gamer at all. So like, it's very possible that she's like, oh yeah, I've seen a game, or I played some of these games, and then you're trying to rep this kind of stuff, and then at the same time, the people who are, because I mean, we don't read Parade. I mean, I don't even know what the hell Parade is. So like, but I'm just saying maybe in the, it's insulting in the gaming community because like you have someone someone that says that these are these are things that women like to play when in reality person has no idea what these things are. Person probably didn't even know what Overwatch was. He just probably just slid right through it and just said, "Oh, Overwatch. Oh, that's
a popular
free to
game.
play or something like that." Yeah, it's a popular game and whatever. So I'm thinking that is probably the closest I would specifically think that they would that they would have to have done, or they did for this deal.
Right.
I mean, it's not right.
No.
I still think it's not right, especially when they sent out the resources, and if they were smart enough to reach out to female gamers, but in reality they didn't care what the gamers thought. I mean, so so it's all fails through
absolutely.
it. I'm more pissed on the fact that E3 retweeted it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and Parade and E3 both issued an apology, but this isn't the first time E3 has shared something that is sexist at all. And it's not like their second or third offense either. So, but the journalist was lazy. And so Parade was like, oh, we'll just change the name of the article to the games we play, 25 games that women enjoy or that we enjoy. Nope, they still went with women. And then it got taken down because obviously she didn't even check to see if these games are free. And it looks like she Googled a lot because why is Kim Kardashian Hollywood Adventure on there? I can tell you why, because they pay for a higher up in the Google ratings. So when she Googled what are popular games for girls, that popped up because they're paying for that advertisement, right?
You know what I find it funny?
It's just lazy.
I think they needed to go all the way. They were just like number 20, Free Cell. Number 19, Minesweeper.
Where's my spider solitaire? I am pissed.
You know? Yeah. And it's like, what the hell's Wishbone doing on here? It's just like,
zoom me right now, Smitty. Yeah. Zoom me in. What? Zoom me in. Give me in close.
My bad. I got you.
Don't talk about my Wishbone.
I'm not talking about Wishbone. I'm just saying that's the game that women play. You are a woman and you play Wishbone. That's perfectly fine,
child.
Right? Do you not have it again? Okay.
Like, to me, I mean, yeah, I think, for me, the most egregious thing is just the lazy journalism, for sure in this. You know what I mean? Like, it's completely irresponsible journalism. Clearly, they are just trying to hop on a trend with no knowledge whatsoever. I mean, and clearly you can see that no research was put into this article. Otherwise, you would. I mean, those are easy things that you can Google and find answers to, and clearly, she just did something and was like, all right, here we go. Here it is.
Here's the kicker is she's a freelance artist. So Parade paid her for this article. It
Parade
wasn't
is
supposed
tripping.
to be. Yeah.
Because they better be looking at that editor as well, because that goes through hands. It goes through multiple hands, or it should.
It's
in a
not
typical
one
newsroom,
It's definitely
she
not one source of failure.
And they said, we'll pay you for this to put it in. What are you thinking?
They didn't do
it. It's definitely not one source of failure at all whatsoever. Like I said, I think that I think it was more like I said, I don't think that means people know what gaming is. I mean, especially if you put number 1 as Sudoku, and it's like all the stuff that's out right now. I mean, it's already. I mean, and then the list already was very insulting. Yeah, especially what they said about Bejeweled. It's like Bejeweled came out in the early 2000s. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it's so ridiculous. I don't know. It's we know it's all bad.
During typing class, so I didn't have to type.
Doug says that her prior writing was so most of her prior writing was for HuffPost.
Yeah,
so there's a huge indication. Yep.
So there you go. So I mean, Yeah, so I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm just glad that that people spoke up on this, because it's lazy. It's lazy writing. People should not take it for what it is at this point. They need to get called out for this kind of stuff, because if we don't, then we're going to have a major problem in the future when it comes about credibility and stuff like that. So no, good job on the community, especially Meg Turney. I mean, I don't
Meg Turney. Well, Trisha Hirschberger also said something. She just posted you with a gif of her going, "No thanks." And Naomi Kyle got in on it. There was a bunch of girl gamers. Like Justine was just like, "I only play solitaire and the Kardashian games now. Sorry," and making fun of it. Which you would think E3, like after 10 minutes of having that up in their comments, would go,
no.
Maybe we should take this down, but it continued to be up for hours. So good job, guys.
I would love someone to change their title to be like, "Yeah, I'm a Kardashian Twitch streamer now. I just don't need
I'll do it. I'm happy to do it."
You should definitely do that, Lex. It's just for like a day. It's like, I'm a Kardashian Twitch streamer thanks to the parade article. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Can I make it that long?
You should be able to.
Okay,
or maybe abbreviate it. Maybe.
That's good. That's all I got for today, guys.
Okay, good deal. Good job. All right. So Smitty, you are up on the table. What are you bringing?
I am
over
on
here?
the clock. Obviously, I have got to talk about it. We finally got our first taste of what the next Call of Booty is going to be. This one is going to be developed by Treyarch. I love Treyarch, and most of what they've done. Black Ops 2 is questionable for me. But we know that they are going back.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. That one I had to step away. That's when I stepped away from the whole Call of Duty series as a whole. I was like, I can't do the wall running and stuff like that anymore. Thankfully, we know now they are going back to the Cold War. I want to run this video as well, but they just announced it. We're going to get an official announcement on August 20 something. Why can't I play that? Oh, I guess this is just a picture or something.
No,
I thought that was
just go. I would just go to YouTube and just do it yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, I will talk about it here.
Yeah.
So we know that they're going back to the Cold War, which is exciting. That means we're gonna have boots on the ground. We're gonna get that old feel, and I'm glad that they're going back and they're doing kind of like what Modern Warfare did, and they're just kind of rebooting the series. I'm curious to see if it's going to include, because we know anything with Treyarch has been heavily, you have the mode Zombies mode, which has been its own, immersive, expansive storyline that has gone on through the Black Ops series. So I'm curious to see if they plan on doing anything with that. And taking that into this one that's coming out. I know that we're getting our official announcement. It's going to be on the 26th. That hopefully will be when we get some gameplay. We're able to see, exactly what they have in store. I'm excited for this. I know they're going to take also in the matchmaking sense. They're going to be doing the same as Modern Warfare. It's going to be a skill-based matchmaking system as well. So I think people will enjoy that. I think it's worked well in Modern Warfare. So it's good to see some of those good things from Modern Warfare are going to be moving over. And then the map, we know that one of the maps in this is going to be, or one of the campaigns or something, it's going to be, what is it? Like Verdansk or whatever, the Modern Warfare map, or the Warzone map, right? I believe it is. Yeah,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is going to be really cool. I love the fact that they're integrating some of that stuff into this game as well. So this is exciting. Again, I feel like, Call of Duty was definitely been lacking for some time, that whole series. So I feel like with the kickoff of Modern Warfare, they're coming in strong with Cold War. I'm excited to see what they got. This is pretty exciting. I love the fact that they're rebooting and they're kind of freshening up the series, and I'm excited to go on these new adventures.
Are we talking about, like, is this going to be in the 80s? I'm assuming you said Cold War, right?
Yeah, Yep.
So like it's going to be like Reagan and all that stuff. And
I think it was in the commercial. So also the thing about this is also loosely based off of real events as well, which I love things like that have that can kind of intertwine and jump in with what actually happened in real life while building this fictional story. I think it's super dope. I think it's super dope. This is exciting. I want to see what that gameplay looks like. I want to see what that the gunplay feels. I don't know what they're planning on doing now as far as if they're going to, and I guess we're going to get some more information on this, whether there's going to be any kind of battle royale option within this. Are they just going to migrate, I don't know. Are they going to migrate Warzone over? Are they going to have their own? It'll be interesting to see what they do in that respect. As well. But, again, for me, I'm all about the stories. That was the most disappointing thing about the last Black Ops was the fact that there was no campaign. It was so unsatisfying to me not to have a campaign. So I'm glad that they're back on it. World reveal coming August 26th this week.
So next week. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I've never really been back on the with Warzone Call of Duty, because every time I want to play Call of Duty, it's like I want to try, but I want to play with people, but I don't know anybody in the community to play that with that anymore.
I play it. I will play it. And Lex plays it all. Yeah, what do you do? You know all kinds of people. This guy is the worst guy. He's the worst guys.
Warzone. All I have is Warzone.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll play Warzone.
I don't really play Warzone. I play hardcore because I'm hardcore, but I'll play it with you if you want. I just die really fast.
I just definitely, I think it's just one of the cool things that towards it. I mean, I'll eventually, now you might as well just wait until the new one comes. But but we'll definitely see how that all goes, But no, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you can only do so much. It's weird. You can only do so much when it comes to these kind of games with like battles and stuff like that. And I'm surprised that Call of Duty has been has been able to keep the pace for yearly releasing these games. Because I'm just like, how many stories can you actually do when you have so many of this stuff? I mean, it's usually World War II all the way up to Vietnam, I guess they did with Black Ops, and then also I guess they did Modern Warfare already. Then they did Futuristic War. I mean, come on now. It just gets kind of gets to a point that you kind of feel like it's just becoming like a franchise like Madden, when it keeps on switching over, and like what makes it keep it new. Because you remember the new edge of it now is Battle Royale. Since they put the Battle Royale itch on it 2 years ago, that's their main niche now. They're not worried about story until they did they do story in the newest one in Warzone?
Modern Warfare had one. Absolutely. That story was pretty good. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they came back to it because people who spent $60 on a battle royale game like that?
Right.
I mean, 2 years later, but still, it's I always find it they have to always evolve to some kind of thing to kind of keep it interesting. And sorry, before I close, Pharmacy EU says feels like Call of Duty games have just gone through the motions for good numbers of years. They kind of just exist. They sell well, but never really do anything groundbreaking like the early days. And I totally agree with that. But what really kind of gave it the second edge of it, in my opinion, was Modern Warfare. And then after that you had but then Black Ops kind of took it to the step further, so it's freaking it's freaking crazy. So so I mean, but I would give this a chance if I have people to play with. So
I want to see, and I will play that with you, but I will most likely, because I mean, I've always enjoyed what Treyarch has done with it, so I have faith that they're going to do justice by this. But again, once they do the world reveal, we'll be able to see a little more of it. Hopefully we'll be able to see some gameplay of it as well, and have a better idea of what we'll be getting. I don't know exactly when it's supposed to be dropping. I think it's supposed to be later this year. I'm guessing probably around when the next gen
November.
Yeah,
it's gonna be November. They always release Call of Duty in November. That's basically what they do. So I won't be surprised at all. So that'll be awesome if they do that. And so I mean, definitely see where that's gonna go. So but yeah, no, I'm definitely. I guess I'm looking forward to it. We'll see if I have a crew, and then y'all be able to lead me on, because I'm gonna suck so badly.
I can play video games with you, man. I enjoy video games. You enjoy video games. We played video games before.
Yeah.
I need to get back on that. I need to get back on that.
People don't just disappear on
Wait,
me.
What'd you say, Lex?
I'm good at Call of Duty as long as people don't disappear on me, which AJ and I have very clearly showed that we carry if it's me and her playing on girls'
Mhm.
night, and we let the boys play with us. So I'm interested. I don't play the storylines anymore. I feel like the
Mhm.
last storyline I played was the Call of Duty before this, and it was the zombies, wall walking, doing all of that, the robot. We had like a 3-man team that we worked with, and I was like the caller for what we had to do in order. I liked it. It was fun. I lost interest after Overwatch became my thing. So
Right.
and then I just never felt like I had someone who really wanted to play like the storylines with me as much. And so by the time I got my PlayStation 4 and all of that, everyone was kind of overplaying it. So I was like, me, whatever.
I can't play that game on the on the console. I have to play it on PC,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But
Oh,
yeah.
really? Because I've only played it on console.
Yes.
Oh, you
Straight
play on
up.
console?
I get it on
Well, it's
console every time.
It's cross-platform now, so
I'm
it's
not
not really
buying
a
it.
big deal.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
yeah. The one thing. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Call of Duty game I played was Black Ops, the first one. That's exactly the one I stopped at. I stopped at Black Ops, the first one too. But the last one I truly enjoyed was World at War.
World at War was
Uh,
dope. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I
Juggernauts
summoned
and
her.
yeah, that was great. Well, we'll hopefully see how that's going to go. I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely want to check out the premiere. Maybe you want to do a let's watch on that, Smitty?
You said what?
Maybe just do
I'll do
a
a
let's watch when they do it or whatever,
Yeah,
live reveal, whatever.
Yeah,
I
let
wanted
me
to do
check
it
my
for
calendar.
Fandom. Yeah, just let me know what's up, and then we can set one up. So
All right, cool.
We'll figure it out.
Bet.
And Lex can join us too, as like so this time, so I don't miss out. We don't miss out. So that'll be cool. All right, but that's good. That was a good article or a good thing there, Smitty. I know you're hyped on it.
I am.
Okay, so yeah, so the last topic is my topic.
Yeah.
Last but not least, yes,
Get 'em.
and I want to talk about Fall Guys. It's a small game that just came out like not that long ago. A little bit of exposure, so not bad. But yeah, so mine was Fall Guys. The game is like wildfire right now. It's ridiculous on what people can do in this and stuff like that. And in a short period of time, it's one of the highest streamed games. It's a really good party streaming game and stuff like that. And it's really cool. It's really fun. I just bought it this morning. I was planning on playing it with some people. So overall, it's really enjoyable. So what's cool, what makes Fall Guys even better is like what makes like gaming good is when the developers are very active in the community, and that's exactly what the developers are doing in this one. So like, and the developer, even though it was published by Devolver Studio, the name of the company I believe is called like Media Soft or something like that. Like it's a small dev team that did this game. They know what they got, and they're already trying to do good into spreading spreading good karma around the world. So this one, so beginning of this week, they announced that they wanted to do a thing called Battle of the Brands. So Battle of the Brands is a thing that allows that they're wanting like a brand of a company. It could be a company, it could be a streamer, YouTuber, whatever. They have a brand. What they're trying to do is that they're trying to see they're wanting to raise money for a charity called Special Effects, which is like for disabled gamers over in the UK. So they were saying they reached out to brands and saying, hey, whoever is wanting to claim the most amount of money that they're willing to put for this charity, will make a special skin for your company in the game. So they this started, I believe, on Monday. So I believe one of the first people was a Twitch streamer, Trainwrecks TV, who said he would do $25,000. And but he said like he doesn't think that's going to be enough. He thinks more people, because brands are going to be dishing out hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he was absolutely right. Because so right now, from what I've gathered, because it's hard to pinpoint exactly where they're at right now on the the fundraiser, but the highest I have seen so far was $469,000.69, and it's randomly a bidet company that's the number one spot right now. And the skin they're wanting to put says, "I want to make my booty clean" or something like that. It's hilarious.
That is a match made in heaven.
It is amazingly funny. And then like and then the skin is like he's like a giant peach, and then he's wearing that shirt while he's doing it. But given the fact, like, I mean, there's people have already been a part of it. I think the one that raised it up first was was Mr. Beast, the YouTuber, like likes to give out a lot of money to a lot of different people and things. So Mr. Beast dished out like 100K on this, and then all of a sudden Ninja put in 200K, because Lord knows we know he can afford it now. And I mean, but it's all for a good cause, which is amazing. So in 5 days, we already had 500,000, nearly close to $500,000, and there's another 2 more weeks of this competition is going to happen. So I really want, so I want to know.
Say what who said about this whole shebang, what their opening of their article about it was.
Well, I was pointing this out. I was just pointing it out because I was like, that's kind of wrong of someone to kind of say, like, I mean, the big thing was clickbait. So I mean, like, I need to find the articles again, but like the big thing was like, how people like to make people interested in something, they want to say say the title, like, like have a reason for a person to click the title. So like, it's a good cause. It's a small company knowing what they got, and then it's really popular. You would think that it would be more on the positive side, but like there was like, I want to say it was Polygon. I think Polygon said something about this. Let me make sure if I got this right. Polygon. Because like one of the articles was like saying that this is the right way of marketing to bigger brands for your game, and then I mean, I wholeheartedly agree with it. Mm-hmm. There's nothing. They're definitely the brands now know what this game is, and then they're definitely going to support a really good cause, and especially if it's going to be out for charity and stuff. It's perfect. But then like I was looking at Polygon about this. I know it's Polygon. Let me see what I found. Fall Guys Battle of Brand, and I was like, wow, that's kind of a dark. Oh, here it is. Fall Guy makers ask thirsty brands to give it up for charity. I'm like, thirsty brands. I was like, that's kind of being a little bit negative on trying to do this. Like,
well, my response was to just write it, because that's how he feels about when people flaunt that they've given to charity. And I get it. I get that concept, but also you're yes and no, right? This is a masterclass in marketing. Someone said it in chat, and I had already like written it down. I think this is a fantastic way of making people put up or shut up. I think it's hysterical because Mr. Beast has said that he will not be outbid. And so he's going to come back in and just smash everybody out with another offer. But
I'm not going to lie to you, though. Ninja's, I don't know if that was the official skin, but Ninja's skin looked really good. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I did like Ninja's jelly bean skin, so I think it would be pretty cool. Let's see. I mean, you can't. No one can say anything bad about this. I mean, what do you think, Smitty?
I think this is. I mean, they have marketing wise, everything that they're doing, they are making the right moves. They are doing all the things that they need to do, not only as a company, but just as people that clearly are. I feel. Have a strong connection to the gaming community, everything that's going around it. They've got clearly good business sense. They've got good marketing sense. It's just as fun to watch a small company be able to come up with something like this, and for it to get this big and to have this many people hop on board with this thing. And then you bring in the charity and stuff like that. How can you get mad at somebody doing charity You know what I mean? There's nothing bad I could say about this. Again, who is it? Citizen says, unpopular opinion, Fall Guys is real popular. It's also completely unwatchable. If you don't join in the community playing, it's mind-numbingly boring. That's that is pretty interesting. I haven't really, I've watched some people play it, and again, for me, it's more about, like the personality and the person that's playing it. I feel like different people can make it a lot more of a fun experience to watch.
Yeah, but that can kind of be a little bit of a two ways, because I see exactly where Citizen is, because I'm kind of on the boat with him on that. I don't think it's a game that you want to watch, but it's a game that you want to be a part of. Kind of like, right. But because for me, I didn't really care like when I'm seeing, because I don't know, there's so much stuff that's happening. It's like what's going on, but overall, it's so at this point, the game isn't interesting enough to keep on its own, but what makes it watchable is what you're saying, is like what makes whoever's playing it and is making it enjoyable is what the main strength is of this game itself. So I could
totally see what you guys are saying as far as it being, something I'd enjoy playing, but not necessarily wanting to watch. I think that opens up more so when they do start building this out, and then you're able to do private lobbies or have bigger parties where more people and more friends can join and play. I think that is part of the allure for this game, is being able to anybody can play it. You know what I mean? These are simple games that anybody can do, which is a lot of fun for people. So I can understand that.
Yeah, it seems like a very very cool. So Lex, are you going to be the next?
Citizen likes watching me get scared to death. That's all. That's why he's like, "Oh, Jelly Bean game, get out of here." No, I get it. I understand. He's one of those. He's like, "I'd rather watch you play Alien Isolation." I get it.
You're not even afraid of Alien Isolation, though.
No, but they are, and that's what makes it funny. At least for me, because I it's very innuendo-y, and so I know when Barbara's coming. It's our alien, by the way. Her name's Barbara. And so, I wait, and then I go, ah! And they all just like, oh my God. So it's fun. No, I like playing this game, though. I think it's a blast. I wanted to let Jersey play it to see what she thought. But it's funny because she just had a really big opinion about my article, and I wanted to show her that and watch her go, oh. But which was funny to watch his face, because he was deafened and muted when Davis and I were talking. Jersey stood up and he's like, "Why is there a child behind her?"
That was hilarious.
I was like, what is happening?
It was funny. Yeah, no, I can't wait for them to open this up more. I think they've already made a smash hit. I think the charity aspect was a phenomenal idea. I think it was great, because I'm sure they were getting hit up left and right. And, there's so many times you can say no to a certain degree, if that makes sense. Because, they want to say yes, but it's okay, how can we do this with making it fair, right? And this is a great way to do that. DMCA, we're done. No, I think it's great. And I think there's they could even add in the hyperscape aspect where maybe people can vote. Add more slime, or do a match thing, and I think with private servers that maybe would be possible, and I think that would be fun. Citizen is also one of those people that doesn't like watching me play Overwatch either. He can't watch me play fast-paced games. But hey, it's to each their own. You know what I mean? I'm a horror fanatic, but I think this is absolutely adorable, and I enjoy playing it. So.
Oh, fair enough. Okay,
that's all I have to say about that.
That's all you have to say about that.
Wait, hold on. Pharmacy. At least your alien has a normal name. The playthrough I'm watching named it after me. So my alien counterpart proceeds to kill him over and over for 2 hours straight. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Wow, what did the person not like you? What is going on? Jeez, it's like he goes out of his way to kill the alien. That's terrible. Oh my God. All right. Well, and then also what you said earlier, I was going to say something pharmacy, but well, for the charity stuff deeds they are undertaking, you also have the opposite with them, with them spending the better part of the week clowning on Tim the Tatman. Yeah, that is pretty funny. But they openly were troll. They okay. So basically, it's been an online troll because Tim the Tatman has not been able to win this game forever. So like yeah, well, it's just that like he gets really frustrated because he hasn't won in a long time. So they were just kind of adding on to the trolling, but I don't know if it's like they were. I wouldn't say bullying though, but I would say that it was. I think it was like having a good jest. Yeah, per se. Yeah, because they knew like because his reactions is what makes it is I guess is what was making it funny and fun. But yeah, but like overall. I mean, it was all in good fun, and then I think it's like now since he finally won one, I believe now it's all over. But still, it was good.
350K people watching at one point in time.
Yeah,
that's
crazy. And I think that's because of them too. That was really helping them out because they were really supporting him overall. So I think it was a really cool thing that they did towards it. So good. Anyways, Lex, what do you have planned for the week?
Oh, okay. So we're really far in Song of Horror, so that's tomorrow. Tuesday is Dead by Day. I don't think we played PTB last week, which was amazing. We got to play the new character. He is creepy. I don't know how to explain him.
I haven't even seen him yet.
Oh, he's so
wow.
melty.
They already released the second character. That's crazy.
Not a second character, another character. There's a
new killer, I mean.
Yeah. They've released like 3 back-to-back, which is pretty great. He's not over and he's not under. He seems really balanced to me, at least. But I'm a survivor. What do I know? But yeah, we're going to go back to Dead by Daylight. I think this week we're going to start earlier so we have more of JT because everyone likes him more than me. I know, it's fine. Wednesday, of course, I think we're about to finish up Alien Isolation, if I'm not mistaken. Or we're pretty close. Maybe like this Wednesday and then another Wednesday. But also we'll be starting on time this week because I won't have a doctor's appointment. So yeah. And then Thursday's up in the air. It's kind of like our free-for-all community day. So maybe, Citizen, you can vote this week and figure out what the community game is. Huh? Yeah, but that's
Fall Guys.
No.
There you go.
It's fine.
That's good. Smitty, what are you up to this week?
Yo, so I finally re-downloaded Metal Gear Solid 5. It is back on the PS4. I tried playing a mission, immediately failed. Can't even go back to a save point to get the option again. But my people were hijacked on my base, and I screwed it all up. I don't know. I was like, it was later too, so I was tired. I was like, I don't have the brain power for this right now. I'm done. So I'm going to try to take some time a little bit and get back into a little bit and start working towards my main missions and stuff like that. So it's back on. Wow. It is getting done. It is going to be completed. We also found out at my work that it's probably most likely that we're not going to be going back until sometime in 2021. So I am home indefinitely. So this is what it is. Yeah.
Father, you will never
this is what it is. I might try. I need to look at my schedule, but I might be on Mishmash this week as well with another playthrough. We're chugging along on Detroit Become Human. I want to make sure that I'm getting that in because I'm really enjoying that game. And then,
I'm gonna give you your keys back.
Oh my gosh, you do. You have my keys.
Also, thank God you gave me that second key because the first key was not the one to open your door.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, good thing. I knew it. I was like, I don't know. Like, take this just in case.
Yeah.
Until 2021. Time to work on that Steam back. Yeah, exactly. But I got to say, Pharmacy, it has been super, super busy work-wise for me. It has been crazy since we've been in lockdown.
It's been ridiculous.
Yeah, so everybody, obviously are using more digital services. Video is always going to be there and what we can do and stuff like that. So, I think this is definitely going to be that push where people are seeing that, hey, we don't have to be huddle up in a building to be able to continue to do work and for people to be, you know what I mean, get stuff done. So this is that part of this I am enjoying, and I'm glad that we had this option.
That is so crazy. Well, I mean, definitely, I'm really glad. It's very fortunate too, especially because it'd be a lot worse than what it is right now. That when they at least that you didn't have to get furloughed or any of that stuff right now. So that's good. They definitely need you because I mean that's ridiculous on like the work that you've been doing for the past like year or so. So that's good.
It has been a year. My year was this past Thursday, actually.
You better raise, or I'll give all of them.
Yeah, did they give you like a 10% raise or something? Because geez, I mean seriously, you went above and beyond what you're supposed to be doing.
It is, yeah. Like, well, we'll see what when we sit down. I have my 1-on-1 weekly on Mondays, so
he's like,
you tell them Lex will give you an Italian tune-up if you don't give me money.
I know one of our goals for sure is getting more people in my department, which then hopefully I can boost myself up to a creative director position, which would be freaking amazing, you know. And then I'd have people that I could
spawns to do your work. And whatnot.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Man of the people.
That's exactly. You just see him with a 5-star general like outfit when he goes to work, just constantly with the giant, giant ego.
What? Yeah, what about yourself, Davis? What do you have going on this week? Yeah, what about you?
I am going to, this time, since everything is working perfectly, I am going to start my regiment of streaming again. So like I'm definitely going to get back on starting on Monday, and then on Thursday do the Animal Crossing stream I promised one person to do for weeks. Finally getting back into it, and we're going, and then also on Friday we're going to be releasing our interview with the voice actor, an anime/video game voice actor, of I think his name is Sean Chiplock. So definitely stay tuned on that. I'm looking forward to that. So it's really really cool. You're sporting off your Overwatch.
Somebody had said something about it. Yes.
Lucio's my main.
Yeah, so definitely. But guys, thank you so much for stopping by for episode number 62 of the CFG Gamecast. We are always going to be doing this on the weekends. We definitely enjoyed the conversations with everybody here. But just remember, if you want to support the show, definitely give us a follow or a like, subscribe, comment, whatever on any podcast services. You can catch us on Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, now Spotify, which is freaking awesome. So definitely check us out on any of the services. And or if you want to just check everything out as a whole, go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, for the whole package of all the stuff that we do, game reviews and so on and so forth. So this is Davis. Ooh, wow, I don't know where that came from. But this is Davis signing off with Lex and Smitty. Y'all take it easy.